line. Now come and kick it with a twist.
I can see me sitting in the back of a cop car, banging my head on the window. I can see me slamming that last car shot glass, losing everything in my billfold. Ooh, that's what I do when I'm drinking about you. So I don't wanna go downtown. I'm doing what we used to. Twist the top off another round. Hell, I got enough loose screws. I'm getting tired of hurting about you. Nothing ever changes. I think I wanna stay right here tonight, cause that could be dangerous. Cause that could be dangerous. Yeah. I can see me doing just fine with a Daisy Duke dime, but I don't see it lasting long. I can see me ordering too many drinks at the bar, get the bartender pouring them strong. That's what I do when I'm trying to drink you gone. So I don't wanna go downtown. I'm doing what we used to. Twist the top of another round. Hell, I got enough loose screws. I'm getting tired of hurting about you. Nothing ever changes.
Whoa, whoa. On a 4-5, Dallas, take your ass back to where you came from. Yeah. All right, y'all. Howdy, man. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Yes, sir. Shout out to the Indiana Fever. Big win right there. And we're going to talk about the game, but we're going to talk about two specific things about this team, right? Let me get some water. Okay. I've been waiting for this game. Dallas, send your ass right back home where you came from. Howdy. So yeah. Here we go. Let's see right here. This is the big game, right? First thing I noticed is this is what the box score should look like. This is what the box score should look like. This is double digits, double digits, double digits. Lexi Hall, defensive presence. She shot one shot 100% from the field. The defense was locked in. Communication was there. We actually looked like a basketball team today. We looked like a real basketball team. We looked like we were ready to go. I'm being honest, right? We looked like we were swarming. It looks like we were communicating, rotating, and defense looked good. Caitlin Clark looked amazing on defense. I think she had 6 or 7 steals, but they got her down for 5. You know, in the WNBA, it's kind of weird how they do the steals, right? So, just off the bat, excuse me, defense was amazing, right? Defense was amazing. Rebound was amazing. Sophie Cunningham, huge game again off the bench. And so look, let's get into it, man. This is Indiana Fever basketball when you let Caitlin Clark be Caitlin Clark. As you could see, Caitlin Clark had 7 assists in the half. She should have had 12, right? There's a couple passes that were missed, a couple bunnies that we missed. Dantis, AB. But all in all, we looked like the Indiana Fever of last year, running out in transition. Finally, we saw that Kelsey Mitchell connection with Caitlin Clark. Thank you. The leak out passes, Natasha Howard, Aaliyah Boston, Sophie Cunningham. I mean, Caitlin Clark is going to find you guys. Demiris Dantis, all you guys. Caitlin Clark is the best point guard in the league. I don't care what nobody says, bro. Stop comparing her with guards. Caitlin Clark is a point guard, bro. She's just a point guard who could score the ball. Don't fuck around, bro. She'll give you 30, 40. Trust me. Just imagine the Fever putting up 102 points and Caitlin Clark is still in the shooting slump. Imagine when she's on fire. And I've been calling it. This team should be getting 115 points a game, damn near. We should have put the pedal to the metal on Dallas. There's no way they should have scored 83 points. We should have beat them by 40. At one point, we were up by almost 30-something points. Coach Stephanie White, we need to beat someone's ass. I'm talking about I need a 50-piece. Everybody want to play, you know, they got the Fever's name in their mouth. I need a 50-piece. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay? Yeah, we're keeping the attire on. The glasses, I was just doing the TikTok and things like that. As you can see, I got the belt tucked in. We got the boots on, man. You know what I'm saying? Line dancing and doing all that. So, we're keeping the fit together, right? Coach Stephanie White, I want you to go watch this game again. Because it's one thing to see a score, and then there's one thing to see how the Indiana Fever are playing underneath Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark's pace is ridiculous, bro. I tweeted out during halftime. I mean, there's no other point guard in this league that plays like Caitlin Clark. And I was waiting for them to put Paige. They knew better not to put Paige on Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark will run circles around Paige Bueckers. Circles. Now, I will say this. Paige, you know, she's a good scoring guard. She's a shooting guard. She's not a point guard. There's no way. So don't even try to put her in that category. Don't try to compare her and Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is levels ahead of her when it comes to being a point guard, right? Another thing I want to talk about. I don't like when Ari McDavid comes in the game and McDonald comes in the game and slows down the offense. I don't like that. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. Third quarter, how do we put up 56 points or 64 points in the first half and put up 37 points or some whatever, 38 points in the second half? I don't want to see the Ari McDonald, Caitlin Clark, and if you do, put her at the 2. Don't put her at point guard. She's going to come in, dribble, fucking deflate the basketball, and then missing, cutters and slashers. I don't know. I want her to come in, and she's doing what Sydney Colston was doing. I mean, what are we doing here? I love the production she was giving us when Caitlin Clark wasn't around, but, I mean, Caitlin Clark is here. And when that minutes restriction shit's up, Caitlin Clark needs to be playing 28, 30 minutes a game. I don't know why this 20-minute out of Ari McDonald is happening. There's no way. There's no way Ari McDonald's getting that many minutes. I'm sorry. There's no way. I'm sorry. I'm not feeling that at all. She needs to come in at 2 to 3 minutes maximum every time Caitlin Clark gets a break. 2 to 3 minutes maximum. Caitlin Clark back in the game. So Ari McDavid should be getting around 12 minutes a game. 12, 13 minutes a game. Right? Her defensive presence is pretty good. But Caitlin Clark was locked in on the defensive end. She's a much bigger guard. And I'm going with Caitlin Clark. So, yeah. A lot of positives from this game. A lot of negatives I think we still need to fix. But there's a lot of things that look good for the Indiana Fever. The Indiana Fever are playing as a team right now. Right? So they're on a 2-game win streak. If they could go and win 2 more games going into the All-Star break, I think that's going to be huge for team chemistry. And that's going to be huge momentum-wise. Right? So those are the big things that stand out to me. Okay? Let's go over the stats and things like that. I'm not going to make it too long. Lexi Hall, right? 18 minutes. I like what I saw from her, but I think she should be playing more minutes. Like, I'm sorry. Ari McDavid, I'm so sorry, guys. Ari McDonald playing more minutes than Lexi Hall, to me, is just bad coaching. Bad coaching. I don't see that. I don't see that there. I don't like that. I do like how Natasha Howard got normal minutes tonight. She didn't get those 16 minutes like we saw the other night. She got actual normal minutes, 24 minutes, 18 points, big time. The connection between Clark and her is growing. It's growing. It's growing fast. And I like to see that. She contributed a little bit. I mean, can we get some more rebounds, Natasha? A little bit, please? I mean, AB. Let's move on to AB. She was a plus 22, by the way. Every starter finished in the plus on the plus minus. Actually, every player besides Demiris Dantas and Michaela Timpson finished in a plus, right? So, AB. The connection between Caitlin Clark and AB, this is what I really wanted to talk about right here. The pace, Indiana Fever pace, when Caitlin Clark is running the show, and Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark's connection is lethal. Lethal. I'm sorry, Ari McDonald cannot do what Caitlin Clark does with Aaliyah Boston. She tries it, but it's not there. You're not that big of a threat offensively to these teams like Clark is. So the way you're getting guarded is completely different. So they can sit back and drop coverage, and you're not going to get that pass like they would, like Caitlin Clark would, because Caitlin Clark draws the defender because she can shoot the 3 at a high clip. Ari McDonald has been hitting some threes too, but we all know who's the real threat offensively, and it's Caitlin Clark, and every coach knows that. So when you see McDonald running the point, it's not the same. It's not the same. Caitlin Clark draws 2 defenders at a time, sometimes 3. So she can get those passes over the top, over, around, under, to AB, side, or whoever it is, Kelsey Mitchell, whatever the case is, right? So those are the big things. That's the big difference that a lot of people don't understand basketball. That's why I don't watch too many people. I watch a couple people who know the game of basketball. You got to understand, I'm not just here to, I could sit up here and act for you guys. Like some people, I could act for you guys and put on a big show for you. And just, please, I'm talking basketball, bro. Caitlin Clark is levels above a lot of these point guards in this league. I know basketball. I'm telling you. People like DePope, Mick, AK. I've been watching a little bit of ACK. Shout out to ACK Nation, man. I've been watching a little bit of ACK Nation. You guys already know I rock with Pope, Mick. And yeah, man, so you got to know the game of basketball to understand what I'm saying, bro. Caitlin Clark is a really, really good point guard, and the connection between Aaliyah Boston is dangerous. It's lethal. And if Aaliyah Boston can have a consistent mid-range shot from around that free throw area, her and Caitlin Clark are going to dominate. And then you have Kelsey Mitchell getting that connection back with Caitlin Clark. Bro, lethal. And then Cunningham, you're coming off the bench. You're actually playing with some fire, trying to, be yourself. Be yourself, Sophie. Be yourself. That's all I ask of you. And this is what we can get from you every single night. Right? So, Aaliyah Boston, 7 for 11 from the field, 63% from the field. Damn, Natasha Howard shot 88% from the field, 8 for 9. Hell of a game from her. I almost let that go past me, man. Hell of a game for Natasha Howard. Hell of a game. Aaliyah Boston, 7 for 11 from the field, 63%. 31 plus. Oh, my God, Aaliyah Boston. Oh, my gosh, girl. Arr. What's going on with the rebounds, though? Can we get some more rebounds? We need some more rebounds. Three rebounds for our two bigs. No, 3 and 2. Not good. We need a little bit more. Even though we won and we dominated the game, we need a little bit more than that. 17 points for Aaliyah Boston. That's big time. Kelsey Mitchell, very efficient game from her. I love what Kelsey Mitchell's doing. She's playing like Kelsey Mitchell right now. This is the Kelsey Mitchell of last year. This is the Kelsey Mitchell when Caitlin Clark and her, when Caitlin Clark starts hitting again, they're combining for 45, 50 plus a game. And they're really dominating y'all. Right? So, big efficient game from her. 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 20 points. Big time. Caitlin Clark still not finding the shot, but she is being very aggressive, and I like that, man. 4 for 12 from the field. She's getting downhill a little bit more. The 3-point shot it's not falling for her, but shoot. It's going to come. It's going to come. But I do want to point something out. And I always say this, and this is what I mean. You got to understand the game of basketball, man. If you take anything away from this video, I want you guys to pay attention to this one thing right here, man. I go on Twitter instantly, and they're already comparing Paige had a better game than Caitlin Clark. How did Paige have a better game than Caitlin Clark? No, she did not at all. 1, Paige lost. 2, they're going based off points. So Paige Bueckers in garbage time, yeah, she had like 17 points, and then coach left her in while the Indiana Fever starters were out for like a whole 5 minutes in the fourth quarter, right? She got 21 points. Hey, great game, man. No problem. Whatever, right? Caitlin Clark had 14 points. But what I want to show you guys is this, and I always say this, like I said, take this one thing away from this video, it's this. Caitlin Clark had 13 assists. I'm not even going to talk about the steals yet. She had 13 assists and 14 points. So if you take 13 assists and you calculate that on the minimum end, that is 26 points, right? We don't know if any of those were threes. If they are, it could be up to 35. Who knows? But I know the minimum Caitlin Clark was responsible for assisting today was 26 points, right? Plus 14 points. You guys do that math and tell me who was more efficient, who had a better game. And the answer is Caitlin Clark, right? Caitlin Clark essentially was responsible for more points than anybody on this chart right here. Anybody. And she had 2 turnovers for the turnover merchants all over the Twitter space. And 5 steals. She was swarming today. Swarming around. Very, very good game from Caitlin Clark. The shot, if you're worried about Caitlin Clark's shot, you're weird. She leads the NCAA in scoring. I'm going to leave that at that. I'm not worried about Caitlin scoring at all. I'm worried about the Indiana Fever and Coach Stephanie White letting Caitlin Clark play Caitlin Clark basketball and the team adjusting to Caitlin Clark. I don't want to hear no more, oh, we have to fit Caitlin Clark into the... Ooh, I almost... Ooh, let me chill out. Okay? I don't want to hear that. Fit her into the system of what we've been implementing and what Ari McDaniel and... No, it is Caitlin Clark time. We run. When Caitlin Clark's here, we run. I always talk about Iowa, and I'm sorry, man. Iowa wasn't the most talented school, but what did they do? They ran teams off the goddamn floor. Just how we did tonight. Run their ass off the floor. Bye-bye, Dallas. Get the fuck on. We're going to run your ass off the floor. Our pace is lethal. You guys can't even get set on defense. We're running your ass out the floor. At one point, like I said, we're up 35 points. We running them off the floor, and that's what I'm talking about with Caitlin Clark. I'm not worried about no goddamn turnovers. Just like with Russell Westbrook. Why do you think Russell Westbrook is so efficient when they play, when they start him? They run. I don't give a fuck if he has 8 turnovers. They're running. His turnovers, and they're still winning games. Caitlin Clark, I don't give a damn if she has 10 turnovers. I really don't give a fuck, bro. It's her play style that is dangerous because her whole team has to pick it up, pick the pace up. Sophie Cunningham, she understands now. Get your ass in transition and run. Caitlin Clark will get you the ball. You had easy buckets tonight. Just run in transition. I don't want to see no slow ball no more. At all. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of that slow-paced basketball at all. We need to run. Run their ass off the floor. Period. Let's move on, man. Ari McDonald, 2 for 7 from the field. She'll get that shot going, whatever the case is. She still finished with a +10. Caitlin Clark finished with a +9. Kelsey Mitchell finished with a +30. My bad, I forgot to go over that. Right? Ari McDonald, 5 rebounds and 6 assists and 2 steals with 5 points. Right? We're going to need her defensive presence at times. Like I said, unless Caitlin Clark is gassed, and if we're going to put Ari McDonald on the court, I don't mind it. Guys, remember, I don't mind it. But at the 2 guard. Put her at the 2 guard. Caitlin Clark's point guard. Right? Period. Unless Caitlin Clark is not on the floor. Okay? Michaela Timpson, Sophie Cunningham, 5 for 6 from the field, 83% from the field. 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 13 points. That's big time. That's big time, man. I mean, the energy. It's the energy. And I love that for Sophie. You know, let her get adjusted. Let her get going. But Michaela Timpson, big time. 13 points. She's looking a little bit more aggressive, which I like. We're going to need that from her. 7 points. She did have some big rebounds, actually, in the game. Earlier on in the game. Michaela Timpson, she did have a couple big rebounds and a good defensive possession as well. So, Damaris Dantas, she's got to get that shot going. I believe in her still. And she's not shooting that efficient right now. But it's okay. I believe in her. You know, get in the gym, girl. Fix your shot a little bit. And get that confidence back, man. All in all, great win for the Fever. You know, they got momentum right now, which we want to see. I still think there's some rotation issues with Lexi Hall only getting 18 minutes. And, that would be my main thing right there. Lexi Hall needs to be playing 20-plus minutes a night. Ari McDonald, she could be in the 11 minutes to 15 minutes range. And that's about it, man, if I'm being honest. So, all in all, man, great win for the Fever. I appreciate you guys, man. I'm going to catch you on the next one. And I'm out of here, man.